For over 100 years, mining has been Zambia's mainstay. The country gets over 80% of its revenue earnings from the mining sector. The sector employs over 90,000 direct and indirect workers, which has a ripple effect on disposable income at household level. Mining is a capital-intensive and risky business, which is full of hazards. In an effort to promote safety in the sector, the Zambia Chamber of Mines, an umbrella body of mines in the country, hosts the National Conference on Occupational Health, Safety and Environment. The National Conference, introduced in 2014, provides a forum for promoting professional discourse and sharing of best practices in OHSE in the mining sector through researched presentations and networking activities, complemented by an array of exhibitions on the sideline by providers of OHSE products and services. The Chamber considers promotion of sound occupational health, safety and environment practices as one of the key pillars for achieving sustainable and responsible mining in line with its mission. Now in its 60th year, the conference is getting bigger and bigger. Ndola, a town which has played a significant role in the mining sector in Zambia, hosted the 2022 edition of the conference from the 3rd to the 4th of November 2022. The 2022 theme for the National Conference on Occupational Health, Safety and Environment was Achieving Excellence in Health, Safety and Environment Systems through Institutional Linkages and Networking.
Guest of honor, sir, we are back here after a 2-year break due to COVID-19 pandemic, which hit us about that time. That we are back here underscores the importance of occupational health, safety and environment in the mining industry. It's like we can't wait to come back here. It's a great thing that we have got an opportunity to come back again. The HSC National Conference is important for engagement, affording us to share ideas, international best practices, and providing a platform where members are able to foster team building in order to enhance shareholder value, supported by strong and sustainable improvement practices for the mining industry.
Zambia Mines and Minerals Development Minister Paul Kabuswe was the guest of honor, and he is passionate about the mining sector. He was represented at the conference by the Acting Director of Mine Safety Department.
I wish to state that government remains supportive of the industry and will continue with its resolve to build a competitive business environment to ensure sustainable mining and national development. My office is open to further engagement on key learning points and issues that will arise from the conference that may be of interest to government.
To make it a success, the 60th National Conference on Occupational Health, Safety and Environment has been sponsored by various institutions.
If you look at the theme, guest of honor is talking achieving excellence in health, safety and environment system through institutional linkages and networking. And this summarizes actually Sustainable Development Goal number 17, which talks about partnership. There is not any other way we can achieve a good health environment or mining safety environment if we are not partnering as mine. And it's through such deliberate conferences organized by the Chamber. And we thank you, the Chamber, for such, where we discuss and encourage networking.
We need to continue to create strong linkages in our industry to achieve a lot more than we can all singularly in order to ensure cleaner environments and health workforce in our areas of operations. KCM has continued to benchmark on industry best practices as well as partnering with various interest groups, a situation that has enabled the company to achieve success despite operating in an environment of constrained resources.
First Quantum Minerals operates 2 active mines in this country, under the Kansanshi mine and also the FKM Trident Limited in Kalumbira district, formerly Kalumbira Minerals. As a mining house, we are focused and we take HSE as a priority in all our operations. Recently, in the media, through our CEO, you heard the commissioning of 2 major projects coming in the country, the S3 project in Solwezi district and the Enterprise Nickel operations in Kalumbila. These 2 projects are in line with the government's policy in terms of increasing copper production and also to make mining a big player for our economy.
Other stakeholders like the International Labour Organization, Mine Safety Department, the Occupational Health and Safety Institute, and the Workers' Compensation Fund Control Board also spoke at the official opening of the conference.
In 1998, the ILO passed what we call the Declaration on Fundamental Principles and the Rights at Work, as an expression of the commitment by governments, employers, and the workers' organizations to uphold basic human values, the values that are vital to our social and economic lives. And this declaration has over years protected through the vigorous standard application supervision 4 principles. And these are the freedom of association and the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. The second one is the elimination of all forms of forced or compulsory labor. The third one is the effective abolition of child labor. And the fourth being the elimination of discrimination in respect of employment and occupation.
Later, the high table at the conference toured exhibition stands. Here, mining companies and other related institutions displayed their products and services related to occupational health, safety, and environment. Delegates then met for more presentations.
Colleagues, we are losing workers every year, in fact on a daily basis, from work-related injuries and ill health. ILO quotes the statistics to be around 2.3 million annually. These are the workers we are losing on a yearly basis, which works out to be around 6,000 cases per day, roughly. And about 86% of the total mortalities, they are attributed to work-related illnesses. Now, when we talk about accessing the services, OSH services, globally about 15% have access to OSH services. If we narrow it down to the African region, about 5% have access to OSH services. And mostly these workers are coming from well-established institutions and corporate entities. And in Zambia, the statistics are showing that occupational diseases and injuries, as alluded to by the guest of honor, they are on an increase.
There is also what we call the Village Benefits Medical Scheme, where workers or those ex-miners have been certified by the institute to say that they've actually contracted silicosis or occupational TB. We are mandated to carry this burden as workers' compensation and begin to pay medical examinations for them to attend their annual medicals at the institute. This package covers lodging, transport, as well as medical fees. You may be happy to note that I think prior to independence, or even during after independence, we had a number of workers that actually came to work as expatriate miners. in the mining houses, we actually pay for their medicals. The bulk of them are coming from Malawi and Tanzania. We do pay for their medicals.
So essentially, mental health is important for joy and fulfillment and productivity. And the best way you can think about it is how that when you're so bogged down and so stressed, you can't even laugh at a joke. You know what I mean, right? So it affects how you feel joy, how fulfilled you feel about life. It also affects things like wound healing. When you're stressed, even a cold can last a very long time. So your mental state is important, even for your recovery process. Also, it affects things like sexual fulfillment. I thought I would hear some. It also affects things like restful and restorative sleep. When you are not in your best mental health, you can't sleep. You're distressed about something, you find that it keeps you up at night. And then it's also important for creativity. When you're tired, that's not the time when you have the most brilliant ideas. It's usually when you just continue doing your routine just to get through the day. It also affects our interpersonal relationships, how we talk to each other. So when you're tired, you're not the sweetest and nicest person. That's not when you're telling everybody, please hurry up. You're just like, are you coming or what? You see.
The afternoon was dedicated to panel discussions in small groups. These gave an opportunity to delegates to have discussions in a much easier way. Each group had a different theme. The second day was also dedicated to panel discussions in groups. This was done the whole morning.
I want to say, as much as you're saying, approximately 12 doesn't hurt. But there are techniques that actually are viable and they are for the environment.
They see that they are getting bonus, but they understand that this guy really you see? And then when they are all interested in doing the work, the hell do they do? First thing in the morning, you know what they do.
In the end, the organizers got feedback from delegates on the key takeaways from the 6th National Conference on Occupational Health, Safety and Environment.
Definitely, if you look at health, the SHE is talking about the safety, health and environment. So under safety, Mvuma is the occupational health and safety. So we look at the safety of the people who are working in these mines. We are looking at the safety of the people that are working in these mines. So it's part of our goal to ensure that these people who are working in the mines go back home safely as they went in the morning. And we are also looking at the families that they are looking at. So it's our goal. Then if you look at environment, we are very passionate about protecting the environment. So environment is very important because it's what determines the health of the people. Once the environment is affected, it's also affected. If you look at our brochure there, it talks about us looking after the environment. So even the waste itself that affects the environment, to us we have turned it into money, like our motto says, waste is money. So we have turned that to ensure that it becomes money.
It's been a platform, work platform, network, brainstorm on issues to do with best practices in terms of coordinating elections. So, like, we've been looking at where we're coming from, how much we can do in terms of enhancing safety and environment. Specifically, looking at various so, going forward, we're saying that
this conference is very important to the mining industry because it brings mining houses together so that we share experiences, we share the best practices, we learn from each other. It also is very important because it also brings in other professionals from other countries as well, so they can share with us the things that are working well with them. And when we copy those type of things, we expect our performance in the mining industry to really improve.
In recognizing service and excellence in the mining industry, the annual mining awards were held. Various mining awards were received by mining houses and individuals.
The main objective of introducing the awards was to provide a forum for recognizing service and excellence of individuals and member companies in the mining industry whose efforts have remained unnoticed in the past. Further, the awards gala gives the chamber and players in the mining industry a platform for positive interaction and networking. In addition, it is hoped that stakeholders and business partners will also find time to deepen their appreciation of the mining industry.
Determined to promote high levels of investment in value addition to trigger increased trade of goods and services. I therefore challenge mining companies to work out effective strategies to support value addition and local supply development. I would be amiss if I did not recognize that the awards tonight also include a prize for a mining woman of the year. I'm very glad that the women are being recognized.
The Excellence Award in Mine Rescue Services went to Maron Chongo. Best Team in First Aid Theory Mine Rescue Final Heat Competition went to NFCA, while Wakunolin Sofwa of Kansanshi Mining walked away with the Mining Woman of the Year award. Other winners included Cyril Muyola of Mopani Copper Mines, who was awarded Mining Personality of the Year. Kansanshi Mining got the Best Performer in Local Content Award, while Lubambe Mine got the Best Mining Employer Award. Winners in other categories included Mopani Copper Mines with Best Performer in Social Investment, Kansanshi Mine for Best Performer in Innovation, FQML Trident got Best Performer in Environmental Management, and Barrick Lumwana Mining won Best Performer in Occupational Health and Safety. The Zambia Chamber of Mines President Award was given to the General Manager for Kansanshi Mining PLC, Mr. Anthony Mukutuma, for his outstanding contribution to the mining industry. The icing on the cake was the networking dinner, which was held to signify the end of the conference.
Through the Chamber of Mines, we've got the SHE committee, which is a SHE committee coming from safety, health and environment. So this committee is broken down into 3 subcommittees, which is safety, occupational health or health and environment. And this consists of technocrats drawn from the mining industry who are members of the Chamber of Mines. And these technocrats are from safety, the field of safety, environment and occupational health. And we used to meet quarterly, having meetings. Our focus at that time was on safety, so would be hosted in various mines to look at the operations, and we'll do an inspection, VFL, to mention but a few. Thereafter, we realized that our friends like the EIZ and the human resource practitioners, the lawyers, our friends have got annual events. So we realized that we needed to come up with an annual event and where we'll showcase, coming up with a number of trophies. And we also engaged the Chamber of Mines, the main committee, that they can come up with a panel of judges with the criteria to look at safety, the performance in the previous year for safety, environment and occupational health.